my name is Evelina Giang and I'm the Director of Analytics and Data Solutions at Uber Media. I'm here with MLDU today to talk to you about common origin points. What I do is I work with clients to figure out what are the best data solutions for their business questions and business needs. Common origin points is something we often use to really understand the consumer. And so today I'm here to talk about what common origin points are and how you can use it in your analysis and creating customer profiles for your business. So common origin points are often used as proxies for home and work locations. It's important to understand that many vendors will jitter the coordinates of common origin points so that you don't actually see points right on top of households or on top of work locations. Now, making the coordinates jitter, you might think it would affect the accuracy of your data, which is why it's so important that you ask your vendor to contextualize these coordinates so you can see if they're coming from a particular zip code or from a particular census block group, whatever geography you use at your company. When you do this type of aggregation, you're able to analyze demographics and also build trade areas and really get down to understanding your consumer. If we start by looking at mobile location data on a timeline, we can begin to group these data points by typical work or non-work hours, like 9 to 5 during the week versus nights and weekends. From there, we can map these data points and identify the general areas these devices commonly spend time during typical work or non-work hours to get a better idea of the home and work locations for groups of devices. These general home and work locations can be used to better understand the type of consumers to a particular point of interest. In this case, we're looking at, in red, a retailer on the left of the screen. So looking here, we can see the retailer is much closer to the likely non-work locations than the common work locations of her potential customers. Perhaps that information can be used to change business hours or explain why more staff is needed during a particular hour. Additionally, home locations can be tied to other data sets such as demographics. You can do demographics on census block groups using US Census data, or you can use common origin points to tie to segmentation. If you were to obtain a data set of common origin points from a mobile location data vendor, it is likely you're going to receive a TSV file with latitude and longitude points. So in our next segment, we're going to have Jess show you how you can visualize this data set in Carto.
Hello, my name is Jessica with MLDU, the jargon-free guide to mobile location data. I have received 2 TSV files from my mobile location data vendor, one for Home Depot and one for Lowe's. I am going to look at 2 competing locations, a Home Depot and a Lowe's in central New Jersey. These 2 locations happen to be very close to each other, so differences are likely attributed to consumer differences and not other extraneous variables. Each file lists out latitude and longitude points. So first what I'm going to do is take my first file for Home Depot and I am going to upload that to Carto. I'm going to start with a new map. I'm going to hit Connect Dataset. I'm going to go to Browse and I'm going to select my file. I've got HD common origin.tsv. I'm going to hit open and connect dataset. First thing I need to do is I need to geocode my layer. Now I need to define my parameters. What this is doing is it is looking at the file I have uploaded and saying, I'm seeing multiple columns here. Which column do you want me to visualize? So I need a latitude point. I'm going to click select that latitude column. And I want the common evening latitude. And I would like the common evening longitude. There we go, and I'm going to click apply. I want to go ahead and I want to style this layer. Now, because this is Home Depot, I would like to make this look like Home Depot. So I picked the orange that Home Depot uses, and I'm going to adjust that hex code. So I've got it down here. It is EE7125. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in the Lowe's data so we can get a better comparison of the two. I'm going to go back here to my layers. I'm going to add a new layer. I'm going to connect dataset, browse. I'm going to select the Lowe's common origin file. I'm going to add that layer. Okay, great. So my Lowe's data is uploaded into Carto. The first thing I need to do is I need to geocode that layer. So it looks like I have got the Lowe's data here in red. The first thing I want to do is I want to adjust that red. Now Lowe's branding is a nice, beautiful midnight blue. So I am going to change the color here for the points, and that is going to be the hex code 004792. Now it's got to update. There we go. So we are looking at this map here, and truthfully, it is just a giant blob of points at this point. So what I would like to do instead is I would like to toggle between the 2 points. I'm going to hide the Lowe's data first, and we are looking at the Home Depot data. And then we can add in the Lowe's data. Right off the bat, we are seeing that Home Depot covers a much larger area of consumers, while Lowe's tends to be a little bit more condensed and a little bit more local. In fact, when you look at the median distance between Lowe's and Home Depot and their visitors' home locations, you find that Home Depot has a median distance of 8.09 miles, while Lowe's is 4.64 miles. Lowe's visitors are much more local, and they travel almost half the distance to get to Lowe's than Home Depot visitors travel to get to Home Depot. Thank you for watching this video. If you're interested in learning more about mobile location data or how to visualize its insights, please be sure to check out MLDU.org.